Hello, everyone. This is your good friend, Old Man, sitting on his bench, and thank you for joining me today. Nothing like starting off with the hardest topic, right? This is part two. We talked in part one about let not your hearts be troubled, and I want us to believe in that. We often hear that only people who believe in God, or more specifically Jesus, will go to heaven. I want to give you some peace regarding this. That this is not known for sure. It is an assumption. It is based on certain interpretations of Scripture. God is much bigger than our own interpretations. If we were in a situation that excluded us from knowing God at all, if that was the case, are we held to the same requirements to determine if someone goes to heaven or not? We know that doesn't make sense. So how do we make sense of all this? Christians believe that God has made a covenant with all humanity, but does this require that each individual must meet certain requirements to enable this covenant to be valid? How does this include people who are not of Christian faith, people who could live in our own towns and in our own homes, people who are in addictions or in prison, who decide that God isn't for them and they don't want to go to church? Are they doomed? No, of course not. Doomed to what? I've talked to many people who live in fear and anguish. Is my family member who is not a churchgoer going to hell or denied a place in heaven? My goodness, what a hard burden to carry in anyone's heart, and truly unbearable. I want you to take this out of your mind. God will look after all of us. This is what I want to share with these suffering people. The only thing I can say for sure, God will look after your loved ones, and God will look after you. That's what I tell people. I want to talk about this in my next video, and I will likely expand it into 4 parts, actually. So please try to release any of your fears and concerns about your loved ones who are departed. I'm sure that they are fine, and I want to talk a little bit more next video about the fear that people have with their loved ones. I have a loved one who was good, or I had a loved one who was bad, or I've heard had a hurtful life. I want to talk about that. Whether a good person goes to heaven and the bad one doesn't, I think we need to talk about that. So stay tuned. Part 3, I will talk more about that. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions or topics you'd like me to talk about, please send them in to me. Thank you very much. Have a great evening, and God bless.